seated. Good afternoon, and welcome to Guttman Community College's 2024 commencement. It is my honor to serve as this year's Grand Marshal for the ceremony. As a founding faculty member of Guttman Community College, I have attended many commencement ceremonies, but each one is equally as important. You have worked hard to be in that seat, and we, your faculty and staff at Guttman Community College, are proud to be here to bear witness to this rite of passage in your life. You are our city and our nation's future leaders, and we need you to go out into the world and to shine as brilliantly as you have shown in our classrooms. Today's ceremony marks a new chapter of your life, so let us begin. In the presence of President Larry Johnson and Interim Vice President and Provost Nicola Blake, our distinguished guests, and the very proud families and friends of our graduates, I hereby direct the 11th annual commencement of Stella and Charles Guttman Community College to begin. It gives me great pleasure to introduce Ashley Keiko, who will perform the national anthem and lift every voice and sing. May I ask the audience to please rise.
Can we get another round of applause for Ashley? Thank you, audience. Please be seated. Please be seated. Hello and good day, everyone. My name is Danny Ambrose, and I am the Vice President for Enrollment Management and Student Affairs here at Guttman Community College. It's so good to see you today. How are we feeling? All right. Let's get things started. I have the honor of serving as Master of Ceremony today. And what an exciting day for us all. Families, friends, supporters in the audience. Can we get a round of applause for our graduates? Today you will hear remarks from various members of our community and supporters of Guttman Community College. We ask that you follow the program in your booklets. Please now put your hands together as we welcome to the podium Guttman's Chief Student Advocate, Dr. Larry Johnson, President of Stella and Charles Guttman Community College.
Good afternoon. All right, I want to do that one more time. Good afternoon. And because I'm from the South and I'm a good old apostolic church boy, good afternoon. All right, I appreciate it. Welcome to the 11th commencement ceremony of the Stella and Charles Guttman Community College. It is certainly a wonderful day to be a Grizzly as we celebrate the dynamic class of 2024. You should give yourselves a round of applause for that. Today represents the completion of a significant milestone in your personal and your academic journey. I am sure that you are filled with emotions as you reflect on the experiences at Guttman. Graduates, while we're here to celebrate your success, we know that in the audience are supporters who have championed your enrollment into college and invested in your completion. Will you please join me in giving a rousing applause for your friends, your family, and your loved ones who are present here today or who are watching us online. We also know that colleges employ dedicated faculty and staff who are deeply supportive of student success. Graduates, please join me in showing appreciation for the Guttman faculty and staff. I am heartened that I work with colleagues who put students first. Today, we have special guests that I want to recognize and some who will also bring greetings. These individuals are fierce champions for Guttman and CUNY students. Please join me in giving a round of applause for CUNY Chancellor Dr. Felix Matos Rodriguez, Executive Vice Chancellor and University Provost Dr. Wendy Hensel, Senior Vice Chancellor for University and Human Resources and Labor Relations, Dorian Gloria, Vice Chancellor for Student Affairs, Dr. Denise Maybank, and CUNY Trustee John Verzani, who will now come to the podium to share a few words. Please give him a round of applause.
Good afternoon, President Johnson, Chancellor Matos Rodriguez, faculty members, parents, families, and most importantly, the Guttman Community College class of 2024. It's a great honor to be here today on behalf of the Board of Trustees of the City University of New York to celebrate this significant milestone in your lives, the culmination of years of hard work, dedication, and perseverance. Today is a testament to your resilience, strength, and unwavering commitment to your education. You've worked hard, you've pushed yourselves to learn and grow, both academically and personally. As you reflect on your time in college, realize that it was more than just classes and assignments. It was a time of self-discovery, of forming friendships that will last you a lifetime, and of realizing your future. I'm sure it was a time of challenge and triumphs, of setbacks and successes, And through it all, you have emerged stronger, wiser, and ready to take on whatever comes next. As you embark on this next phase of your journey, remember, stay true to yourself, follow your passions, and continue to learn and grow. Congratulations, and may you continue to shine brightly, as bright as this sunshine, in all that you do. The world is yours for the taking. Go out there and make us proud. Thank you.
Thank you, Trustee Verzani. It is now my distinct privilege to introduce a leader who has been instrumental in advancing the mission of higher education in New York City. Under his visionary leadership, CUNY has continued to thrive, ensuring that students from all backgrounds have access to quality education and opportunities for success. Please join me in welcoming CUNY Chancellor Dr. Felix Matos Rodriguez.
Good afternoon, everyone. Buenas tardes. Yes, thank you, President Johnson, for inviting me to be part of the 11th commencement of Guttman Community College. Why don't you give your president a big round of applause for President Johnson? I'd like to extend my gratitude to the entire Guttman community, the faculty, the staff, the members of the Guttman Foundation, the supporters of the college, for all the work that you do for this outcome, for the success of these phenomenal students that we are here today. Thank you also to Trustee Versani. I also want to thank your commencement speaker, the CEO of the New York City Housing Authority, and my friend Lisa Bova Hyatt, who's going to be doing the keynote. Why don't you give Lisa some love? You also have a esteemed member of your faculty who works her research on helping incarcerated people return to their communities, Professor Karen Williams. I want to give her a shout out. And your student speaker, Alexander Attack, whose journey is inspiring. It tells the story of many of you. It tells the story of many of our CUNY students. So I also want to give him a shout out. And looking forward to the remarks. I know that many of you are the first in your family to earn a college degree. If you're the first one in your family to get a college degree, can you stand up? If you're the first one in your family to get a college degree, stand up. So congratulations. I know that you and your family, for many, have roots that are far away from New York. But no matter your background or the obstacles that you have to overcome, you are here today because you're determined to make a better life for yourselves. And with the support of your families, there are no limits to what you can accomplish, and you can get your dreams become true. I love graduations. And I love graduations first because we get to celebrate you. We get to celebrate your journey and your accomplishments. I also love graduations because I get to wear my academic regalia. And before you think that my enjoying the academic regalia is because I'm a vain person or because I'm a historian and I enjoy reliving medieval times, it has nothing to do with that. For me, even though I wear a different one now as chancellor, but when I was a faculty member and I wore my academic regalia like your faculty members here today, the academic regalia that I wore was a gift from my abuela, from my grandmother, Margarita Castro. When I was getting my PhD, she came to the ceremony and she said, "What? You're getting a PhD and you're renting your robe?" No. Ningún nieto mío, no grandson of mine is going to get a PhD in a rented robe. And she bought that robe for me. And she knew what the power of education could be. And that's why it was so important for her to make a statement with that investment in my education. Let me give you a sense. Margarita Castro, she was born out of wedlock in poverty back in rural Puerto Rico. She could have followed the path that unfortunately many women of her generation had to in terms of enduring sexism, poverty, lack of opportunity, all those things, right? But my abuela was a force of nature, and she was not going to be denied. She found a way to go to public school while helping her mother work as a seamstress. Later, she attended the University of Puerto Rico, which had a community college for high school teachers, and she became a high school teacher. And she spent 40 years as a public English high school teacher in Puerto Rico. And with that job as a high school teacher, she paid for my dad to become an engineer. For her 3 grandchildren, she helped pay for my schooling. And also with that, she also learned to travel all around the world. My grandmother is the perfect example of what people with great potential and determination, like all of you, can do if provided with the opportunities of a public education and the support and the encouragement of their family and loved ones. The cap and gown that I got from my abuela makes me remember her, honor her, and my family. I wonder what would have happened to her potential, to my father's potential, and to my own potential if there had not been a public institution that opened the doors for them. So I enjoy commencements and graduations because I get to celebrate you, but when I wear the regalia, I use it to remember my abuela and my family. So today I want to invite all the graduates to select a few symbols that will always allow you to remember. To remember where you came from and how hard but fulfilling your road to success has been. To remember that accomplishments such as today's graduation are seldom attained without the help and support of many loved ones. To remember the dreams that brought you here and to have the self-confidence to fulfill those dreams and aim high with the lessons that you have learned here at Guttman. To remember that without public institutions that invest in the talent of potential of New Yorkers, our entire collective future quality of life and standard of living are placed in jeopardy. I used to wear my abuela's gown to remember to treat each student and colleague that I face the same way that I hope my grandmother was treated when she was in school. As you all go forward in life, please remember that you are not alone and that Guttman Community College and CUNY will be here for you as you continue in your life and professional journey. We wish you nothing short of great success and happiness. Éxito, suerte y pa'lante. Take care.
Thank you, Chancellor Matos Rodriguez. Now please join me in giving a warm Grizzly welcome to Samantha Ruiz Correa, your 2023-2024 Student Government Association President.
Hi, thank you. I'm so sorry because of the heat. Should you feel the need to move, you should move to the shade. Okay. So, good afternoon, graduating Grizzlies, Guttman community, and guests. It is my pleasure to welcome you to our 2024 commencement. First and foremost, can we give a round of applause to the class of 2024? My name is Samantha Ruiz Correa. Buenas tardes. Quería darles un tributo a las familias hispanas de esta comunidad. Gracias a los padres, a las figuras paternas y a las hermanas mayores que nos crían con amor y apoyo. Gracias por todo el sacrificio que dan para que nosotros lleguemos a ser personas admirables y determinadas. I moved to New York City 2 years ago, chasing something. I wasn't sure what that something was, but I knew it was here. I wanted to be inspired, learn more about the world, but more than anything, I wanted to leave Orlando. I wanted to be an independent girlie who went to college and followed her dreams. When I began at Guttman in 2022, I quickly became homesick. I missed my mom, my grandma, my sister, and my nieces. Coming home from an online high school, more than anyone, they had been my life. But I knew that I came to New York City with a goal. My biggest passion in life is standing up for others, speaking up for any voice who faces struggle, and reminding them that they are not alone. So it is no surprise that I was inspired by 3 professors, my holy trinity. Professor Cassandra Barnes, Professor Gary Greaves, and Professor Samuel Feinsury. They taught me what it is to be passionate about your job and how to use my disappointment with the world to become an advocate for change. They, along with the Office of Student Life, inspired me to run for student government president. I wanted every student to be happy and proud of coming here, to say my CUNY is the best. I worked hard with my team during an extremely challenging year to make sure that students' voices were being heard and represented accurately. So that when I left, I could say we left a better school behind. So thank you to the members of my team, Josiah, Mary Elise, Jonathan, Gianna, and my very great advisors, Andrew Bennett, Danny Cordova, and Aaron Gollenkoff. Thank you for being my strength, and thank you for how you have served the students of Guttman. Now I want to give a special shout out to you, the graduating Grizzly. You have done an exceptional job as members of this community. As a group of students who come from all corners of the world with experiences that are unmatched, I want to remind you that we are the markers of our own path, the deciders of our journey. Today we begin history as an inspired collective, inspired to do better for ourselves, our families, and our communities. A great political activist, Marcus Garvey, once said, "I trust that you will live today as to realize that you are the masters of your own destiny, masters of your fate. If there is anything you want in this world, it is for you to strike out with confidence and faith in self and reach for it." We need to strive to empower our communities and our generations so that we, as an activist-minded group of people, can make sure that history where communities are brutalized never happens again. Take the tools you have cultivated here, never forget your self-worth, and never forget you are the prize. Lastly, I would like for all of us to acknowledge some of the issues that we have faced over the past year. Can we please have a moment of silence for the lives lost since October 7th, for the families in Congo, Sudan, and Haiti, and for all the people who lost their lives due to war and famine. Thank you. I also want to honor those who have risked their degrees and freedom fighting for social justice, an idea that we celebrate here at Guttman. We are very lucky to stand here today. Many students were not allowed to graduate and were robbed of this experience. Congratulations again, class of 2024.
Thank you again, Samantha. Thank you. It is now my pleasure, and I'll go really quickly, to introduce our keynote speaker, Lisa Bova Hyatt. Lisa is the current CEO of New York City Housing Authority. She was appointed to this position by Mayor Eric Adams in 2023 after serving as interim in 2022. Lisa has more than 25 years of experience in the public sector. She joins NYCHA in February 2022 as general counsel. She was previously general counsel of the City University Construction Fund and executive university counsel of the City University of New York. Before CUNY, Lisa served as executive director of the New York Governor's Office of Storm Recovery, where she played an integral role in helping the agency carry out the reconstruction of over 1,200 homes and hundreds of infrastructure projects. Please join me in welcoming to the stage. She is a graduate of Villanova University and Brooklyn Law School, Lisa Bova Hyatt, to the podium. Thank you.
Good afternoon, Dr. Johnson, Dr. Danny Ambrose, Chancellor Matos Rodriguez, Board of Trustees, Student Government Association President Ruiz Carrera, members of the Chancellery, faculty, staff, parents, family, friends, and most importantly, the 173 members of Guttman Community College's graduating class of 2024. I am so honored to be here with you today. First and foremost, I would like the graduating class to join me in thanking your professors, teachers, family, and friends who have supported you, cheered you on, guided, educated, and supported you during your time at Guttman and throughout your lives. Without them, today might not have been possible. I feel like they deserve a standing ovation, but it's hot, so you guys can sit. This is truly a milestone in your lives, and you should be very proud of what you've accomplished and what you're destined to accomplish. There is a great, wide-open world of possibilities before you right now, and it may be cliche, but it's true. You can achieve whatever it is you set out to do. The majority of you are proud to be the first in your families to graduate from college, and the majority of you will likely go on to attain additional degrees. Two amazing accomplishments. For those of you who attended classes during the pandemic, you are no strangers to adversity, and you are resilient. This, too, has the potential to be a defining part of who you are and where you will go. Today, we are here to celebrate this foundation for success that you have achieved as a result of your time at Guttman and the degree that you are now armed with, that you will take with you out into the world, using your knowledge to make it a better place while uplifting your families and your communities. My education and upbringing did indeed provide me with a solid foundation, one rooted in a strong sense of community and commitment to public service, which led me to my current role as the Chief Executive Officer of the New York City Housing Authority, which is the largest landlord in New York City and the largest public housing authority in the nation. A precious resource of affordable housing that serves hundreds of thousands of low-income families, NYCHA is home to 1 in 17 New Yorkers. And if NYCHA was a city, it would be the 36th largest city in the country, larger than Atlanta or Miami. We are in the midst of intensive efforts to strengthen and transform the authority because we know how important it is to our city throughout its nearly century-long history, today, and for generations to come. Great institutions like CUNY and Guttman Community College are also the lifeblood and bedrock of New York City. We are vital, indispensable public organizations which contribute to the strength, vibrancy, and diversity of the world's greatest city, and we work together in powerful ways that promote progress for all. For instance, for the past nearly 20 years, the NYCHA CUNY Resident Scholarship Program has afforded $415,000 in scholarships that have helped 415 NYCHA residents advance in their educational journey at various CUNY colleges. Thank you. NYCHA is also working to recruit residents to participate in Guttman College's cybersecurity certificate program, and I look forward to identifying additional ways we can collaborate with this great institution. Since it was founded a dozen years ago, becoming CUNY's first new community college in more than 40 years, Guttman has been striving to enact inclusive and equitable practices to advance social and racial justice inside and outside of your classrooms, engaging and supporting students in their quest to achieve academic excellence, and empowering you in your educational and professional journeys. Consistently recognized as a top community college, Guttman was named the best community college in the country in 2020. More than 85% of Guttman students identify as Latine or Black. I know that the growth you've achieved here at this very important institution, both academic and personal, will serve you incredibly well in what's ever next for you, for your education and your career. There are a lot of challenges here in our community and across the globe, ones that are ripe for your help to tackle with your passion and commitment. We look to you, the next generation of leaders, to make an impact as part of the evolution of our society. Thank you in advance for your vision and for your efforts. If there is one thing that I can impart on you today, if there's one thing that I hope you will remember as you chart your next course, whatever you decide to do with your life, do it with great passion and great determination. It doesn't matter what you do, but please be the most dedicated, the most passionate, and the most impactful in your chosen path. For me, the path to working in public service and serving others was almost predetermined. Both of my parents were hardworking and dedicated public servants whose examples inspired me. I always knew that I wanted to serve the city whose values had nurtured me, so public service was a perfect fit, fulfilling my passion for helping others, for working collaboratively to achieve a greater good and a common goal. Please take a moment to look around you, to your teachers and your classmates, some of whom you might not know particularly well right now. These people might be the individuals to provide you with the support as you embark on your future careers, no matter what life throws at you. Life is filled with peaks and valleys, and family and friends will get you through the very low valleys and provide encouragement through each peak. In the face of obstacles, which of course line the path to success, all you can do is work hard, be determined, and be positive. You have to wake up every morning and say, today is going to be a great day. Some other important things to keep in mind as you make your mark on the world. Please be kind to everyone you can. And please, please, please show empathy. You never know what somebody else is going through. Empower yourself. Empower your friends. And always celebrate the victories of others. Surround yourself with people who love and support you, who will cheer you on through thick or thin. Do not take no for an answer. Advocate for yourselves and advocate for those in need. And finally, seek out mentors and then be a mentor. There are mentors everywhere who are willing to assist you in your professional journeys. please learn from their experiences. One of my favorite quotes, one that inspires me every day, is from athlete and broadcaster Jimmy Valvano, who gave an unforgettable speech at the ESPY Awards in 1993, shortly before he succumbed to cancer. Valvano's speech has been quoted for decades, largely because of the fortitude and optimism he displayed in what he knew would be a losing battle. This is what he said. When people say to me, "How do you get through life?" each day is the same thing. To me, there are 3 things you should do every day. Number 1 is laugh. You should laugh every single day. Number 2 is think. You should spend some time in thought. And number 3 is cry. You should have your emotions move to tears. It could be happiness or joy, but think about it. If you laugh, you think, you cry, that's a full day right there. That's a heck of a day. And if you do that 7 days a week, you're going to have something special. So I hope you take with you this message that you can do anything you set out to do, armed with a positive mindset and the values you've gained here at Guttman Community College. And of course, be sure to laugh, think, and cry every day. I know that you will each find a meaningful calling which contributes to your life while making the world a better place by tackling some of the challenges and inequities confronting our society. I truly believe that you can and will change the world in profound and meaningful ways. To passion, hard work, and commitment in service to the greater good, I salute those values and I salute you. Thank you, everyone. I wish you all the best and all of the success in the next steps of your impressive journeys. Go Grizzlies, class of 2024.
Thank you, Lisa Bova Hyatt. Truly inspiring. Now please join me in welcoming this year's faculty speaker, Dr. Karen G. Williams, Assistant Professor of Anthropology. Welcome, Dr. Williams.
So I noticed that a few of you were still looking for some water. There's 3 bottles up here. Please come and get them. So, welcome everyone. I'm deeply humbled to address the class of 2024 and their beloved family and friends. Today is your special day. This is one milestone on your journey of life. I wish you many, many more. But before we begin, let's meditate. No, really, that was just a joke. I know it's hot out here, and if you've had one of my classes or been in a faculty meeting, you know I'm all about mindfulness, meditation, and journaling. But we're not going to do that today. Today, I want to talk to you about how you can bring mindfulness into your daily lives. No, I'm not talking about sitting on a cushion with your eyes closed, feeling your breath. But if that's your jam, please do. There are many ways to bring mindfulness into our lives. And one place we can start is by being curious about how our thoughts can open us to new ideas, broader horizons, and deeper insights. Or in contrast, create limiting beliefs and cheat us of joy, happiness, and equanimity. Some of you might have thought that you wouldn't be walking across the stage today. You're probably thinking you're never going to walk across in this hot sun, but here you are. Some of you might have thought that you couldn't possibly write one more paper, read one more article, or take one more exam. You had financial difficulties, you had mental health challenges, or physical obstacles. You worked full-time jobs while in school. You cared for relatives, siblings, sons, daughters, and yet you did. You worked hard, you asked for help, you stayed the course, you made sacrifices, and while everything might not have turned out exactly how you wanted, you met the moment with the resources and support you had at that time. You showed up with your best self. Those negative thoughts about not making it weren't real then, and they sure are not real now. Your family was right to believe in you. You accomplished so much over the last few years. Be proud. Savor the moment. Lean into this goodness. You ate and left no crumbs. Even with this remarkable accomplishment, you might still find yourself doubting yourself and allowing those negative thoughts to dominate. And here is what I have to say about that. Negative thoughts that limit us are based on fear. And these fear-based thoughts live in darkness. And what I deeply desire for you is to live in the light. Live a life grounded in abundance and joy, even when things are rough, challenging, and seemingly impossible. Even on this day of celebration, you may be having limiting thoughts about what comes next. But we can begin now by letting them go. Take a minute right now. Reflect on a fear-based belief that you've already identified and ask yourself, what would my life be like without this belief? Our fear-based thoughts have a way of entangling our minds and hearts in ways that impact how we relate to ourselves, other people, our family, and life. Limiting beliefs create disconnection to our divine self and limit our imagination. There is great power in asking, who would I be if I no longer lived with this belief? That is the person that I want you to be. And that is the person that everyone here who is supporting you and who couldn't be here wants you to be. Disrupt the negative habit energy by bringing more mindfulness, care, and compassion to yourself. And so if you haven't been listening this entire time because you're hot, tired, that's okay. I just want to leave you with a few extra things. I want you to live in your deepest intentions. So bring awareness when you find yourself automatically reacting. Lean into understanding with compassion when you are feeling judgy. Be curious when you are stuck in echo chambers. Choose appreciative joy, the joy in others' success over negativity. And lastly, live into your deepest intentions. Intentions are not measurable. They're how we want to show up in the world and how we want to be in relationship with people. Lean into this moment of joy. Enjoy your great accomplishments. Let this feeling of goodness permeate your nervous system and create new ways of being. As you move forward from Guttman, may you be guided by your deepest intentions. May you let go of limiting beliefs. May all beings love and be loved. May all beings live in peace. May all beings find freedom in this lifetime. And so it is, and so we allow it to be. Again, congratulations to you, Guttman class of 2024. Deepest bows to you and your beloved friends and families. You really understood the assignment.
Thank you, Dr. Williams. It is now my distinct privilege to present a few special awards. The Wang Award for Resourcefulness and the Braun Award for Resilience. 2 awards graciously bestowed to Guttman by Jasper Wang and Kristen Heinz. The Ken C. Award for Resourcefulness is named after Jasper Wang's father. Ken Wang immigrated to the United States in the 1980s in hopes of giving his children as many opportunities as possible. This award goes to a graduate who is an immigrant or a child of immigrants and has demonstrated particular resourcefulness and industriousness. This year's recipient of the Wang Award for Resourcefulness is Alexis Dorval. Please join me on stage. The Dottie Braun Award for Resilience is named after Kristen Heinz's grandmother. Dottie Braun valued and exemplified resilience in herself and others and to her local community, serving as a licensed social worker, Girl Scout leader, and school board member in her community. This award is bestowed upon a graduate who has displayed resilience while also contributing to the good of the school community. This year's recipient of the Braun Award for Resilience is Kadilatu Sila. Please join me on stage. The Sean DePassour Award is named after a former Guttman student in the 2014 cohort whose life was taken on June 7th, 2015. Sean was an engaged and committed student who displayed tremendous promise as a scholar and leader. To honor his memory, every year this award is presented to an urban studies graduate who, like Sean, embodies passion and excellence in the pursuit of learning. This year's recipient is Melody Meza Castro. Please join me on stage. And now please help me welcome Dr. Nicola Blake, Interim Vice President for Academic Affairs and Provost, to present 2 academic awards.
At Guttman, we take academic excellence very seriously. And so it is my distinct pleasure to recognize this year's valedictorian and salutatorian with the highest grade point average among those eligible to graduate. This year's valedictorian and salutatorian, respectively, is Chun-Yi Chu and Lee Sean Kao. Please join me on stage. Congrats again to all our award recipients, including our winners at the Stella's Award ceremony last week. Now it is my great honor to introduce our class speaker. This year's speaker has not only excelled academically, but has also emerged as an inspiring leader within our community, balancing studies with a commitment to social justice and helping others. He has shown remarkable resilience and determination. Please join me in welcoming your 2024 class speaker, Alexander Atak.
Okay, you can hear me? Good? Yeah? All right. It's really, really hot today, so I'll try to keep it short. And I feel like I should make one announcement before I start, is that I was born with a really big head, and this cap is barely going to fit, so if it pops off, I apologize, just don't laugh, please. Thank you. Okay. Hello, Guttman, students, employee, families, and guests. I'd like to welcome you to the Guttman 2024 commencement. My name is Alexander Kauru Atak, and I am more than honored to speak to you all today about the rich, complicated, and beautiful journey that everyone here and I experienced. I'll be honest, I scrapped countless ideas for this speech. I struggled with how to communicate effectively with everyone here, and I sat lying in my bed wondering for hours on what to say at this special moment for us. And of course, I could make this about some tacky, overused, and dry topic, but I'm going to try to add my own touch. I didn't do well in high school. It was sophomore year, mid-March, when the COVID-19 pandemic kicked off. I remember the moment when they announced school being canceled. It was a complex, confusing, yet exciting feeling. I had the opportunity to work in my own space and take the at-home tests and boost my GPA, but unfortunately, this quickly turned into rolling over in bed, lazily pressing join on the Zoom call and falling asleep. And yes, you're allowed to laugh, it's silly, but these were all signs of low morale, dropping GPA, and a struggling student. I felt horrible about myself. I felt I couldn't turn it around. The anxiety that my academic career was over crept in, dropping my morale and confidence. I knew deep down that I wanted to be a successful student and take school seriously. So in the beginning of my senior year of high school, I didn't even bother to apply to a 4-year college. I only applied to Guttman and BMCC. And I found Guttman on Google, and I saw its platform to give that second chance and that platform to help you succeed. Even then, I didn't really feel too committed to the idea of going to college. But Guttman was the catalyst for a crucial connection in my mind that helped me succeed in school. I love Guttman. The people, professor, everything it stands for. I remember going into college the first day and practically getting escorted to my classes. I felt immediately welcome. The nervous glances between students felt reassuring. It was everyone else's first day of college as well. The bubbly professors, the students ducking down into their papers, taking notes, it was amazing. The summer bridge program, as we all remember, felt like a hassle. However, I felt so quickly acclimated to the principles and values of Guttman, which made me feel so much more connected to the college from the very first day. Now, let's talk about the classes themselves. And I can't speak for everyone here, but I'm going to infer that a lot of people will relate to what I'm about to say. Composition 1, or Comp 1, was really difficult. I kept chasing that elusive A+ in Professor Ungaba's class, which I finally got at the end of the semester. But for the sake of broadening my experience, I'd like everyone to think of those obstacles, challenges, and difficulties we had to face. Think back to those essays you struggled to turn in, those stats tests that you may or may not have failed at some point in the first semester, because I did. What matters is that we tried, and we tried hard. We're all sitting here today because we can celebrate those obstacles. And at the end of the day, nobody here failed to overcome those obstacles. We've reached our goal. Guttman became my real second chance at being good in school. Exactly what I needed. Second chances are interesting. You get them more often than you think, but it's primarily about the nature in which the second chance is given. It feels so genuine from Guttman. It feels good to get that from somewhere that felt so unfamiliar at first as well. So I recently came across the idea of ikigai. Here's the definition. Ikigai is a Japanese concept referring to something that gives a person a sense of purpose, a reason for living. Now, as someone who speaks Japanese, I'll break this term down for you. Iki means to live, and gai means reason, so it's pretty simple. And I'll give you an example. Now, forgive me if it seems like I'm moving off track, but I promise I'll circle back and have this all make sense. For a very long time, I was obsessed with catch and release freshwater fishing, and I can say with confidence that I dedicated my life to it. I adored how intricate it could become for me. Every little rabbit hole I could go down, every waking moment of the day, I wanted to be fishing. I wanted to master it. I fished and researched for years and years on end, and then I realized something so important. Mastery is simply unachievable. There's always going to be something new to learn, something you could do a little bit better. I found peace in this. It gave fishing to me a level of permanency that I was deprived of before I realized the mastery I thought I saw so vividly before was an illusion. And I think at this point, some of you may be seeing where I'm going with this. Perhaps you noticed I spoke about my ikigai fishing in the past tense. I can still confirm that with confidence that fishing is indeed an obsessive passion of mine, but a new ikigai has risen: academics. I believe this is now something we can all relate to. Yet all of our students here today are stood here today because of this concept. We decided to come here, we understood we needed to persevere, and we did. Academics gave us that ikigai. Guttman gave us the confidence to carry out our ikigai, and maybe for some of us, helped us realize it. And reminiscing back to that first day of class, I vividly remember the sheer diversity that presented itself in front of all of us. It made all those first day nerves so much easier to deal with. When you can recognize faces that feel like they are from home, you feel at home. There's an unspoken understanding between all of us. We didn't know each other, but we all understood each other in a very unique way. We were all determined to some degree. We all wanted this. We have now gotten what we've wanted. This may be the version of ourselves that we wanted, but maybe it's changed. Maybe we're a better version of ourselves than we could ever envision. I'd like to think so. So I'd also like to use this opportunity to say thank you. Thank you specifically to Professor Ungama. Like I said, you were my first ever college professor in my first ever college class. You've taught me so much, from how to write a paragraph to what it actually means to be a student. I've learned so much from you, and I'm eternally grateful for what you've done for me. Yeah. 2 more. Professor Allen, when I first had your class, you caught me at a bad time. I was struggling in a lot of different ways, and I found it hard to focus on anything at the time. But in the end, I really hope I showed you how much I appreciate the intensity of your classes, as well as the chances you gave me to succeed. Professor Banerjee, I'm going to run out of time on this one. There's really nothing I can say to express my gratitude for what you've done for me. From introducing me to Virginia Woolf, to getting me to a spot to present at the Virginia Woolf Conference in Fresno, and so much more, I'm so incredibly grateful for everything. Thank you. We owe so much credit to these incredible, hardworking, and passionate people who are our professors. And we owe them so many things for what they've done for us. So take some time out today and go thank your professors and tell them what they've done for you. In conclusion, let's circle back to this idea of purpose. Let this purpose guide you beyond Guttman, wherever you go. Let the purpose make you as bright, as intelligent, and as beautiful as possible. I hope for all of us that we feel a sense of pride, that Guttman was a step along the way in our journey guided by passion. Let us remember, when times get tough, our vision clouded, our morale low, to search deep within and search for that purpose that guides us so well. Thank you.
Thanks, Alex, for those inspiring words. Now let's set the stage for the diploma ceremony. President Johnson, please join me at the podium. May I ask all graduating students to stand. Here is the moment everyone has been waiting for. President Johnson, I have the honor to present to you Guttman Community College's candidates for graduation and respectfully request that you confer upon them the degrees for which they're qualified.
By the authority vested in me by the CUNY Board of Trustees and upon the recommendation of the faculty, I hereby confer upon each of you who have completed the respective requirements the degree of Associate of Arts in Business Administration, the degree of Associate of Arts in Human Services, the degree of Associate of Applied Science in Information Technology, the certificate, inaugural certificate in Cybersecurity, the degree of Associate of Arts in Liberal Arts, the degree of Associate of Science in Science, the degree of Associate of Arts in Urban Studies with all the rights, privileges, and responsibilities pertaining thereto. Congratulations. You may now move your tassels from right to left. Please take your seats and prepare to come to the stage.
And now presenting the students who are graduating with an Associates of Arts degree in Business Administration. Destiny Rivera. Isa Sisi. Jason Chu. Lishan Kao. Zamoski Nicholas. Robert Bejo. Desmond Abinba. Genesis del Rosario. Gianna Fernandez. Gabriela Yuhas. Diana Gregorio. Stacy Santiago Correa. Lisette Vargas. Is the last name. Camille Latortu. Chashoy Pert. Giovanni Sosa Romero. Biani Arli Marquez. Kiara Duran Marte. Kalia Green Scales. Anthony Estrada. Henry Mehirdu. Mehirdu? Merehildu. Sorry. Eben Missick. Carolina Robles. The following students are graduating with an Associate of Arts degree in Human Services. Kazilatu Silla. Matthew Mendez. Jaren Polis. Stephen Valcourt. Kayla Sanchez. That's right, booby. Asa Chanel Montano. Aurelis Alvarado. Michael De Prima. Chelsea Ramales. Yasiris Núñez. Lisette Torres. Gianna Brown. Abigail Brown. Haley Padilla. Okay. Lismar Arau Marte. You lucky I know your name. Mariama Diallo. The following students are graduating with an Associate of Science degree in Science. Am I doing this one? I skipped you. The following students are graduating with an Associate of Applied Science degree in Information Technology. My bad, y'all. My bad. It's hot out here. Chun Yin Chu. Oscar Tavares Vanderpool. Diana Fuertes. Atik Islam. Juan Castillo. Ángel Niña. Emmanuel Etienne. Nayshawn Poole. Zelmer Flores. Joel Sanchez. Angel Rodriguez. Eddie Perez.
I will be calling names now for the students walking and receiving their certificate for cybersecurity. Connie Toure. Yasmin Vargas. Doris Asokwa. Doris Gilizapa. Tiha Set. Jason Sprinkle. Zakeem Williams. Oleksiy Serafimov. Aziz Abdul Wahab Alexis. Jose Sanchez. Wesley Chambers. Deshaun Adams. Christina Lee. Devin Davis. Shianti Simpson. Cece Groma. The following students will be receiving their Associate in Arts for Liberal Arts. Alexander Attack. Brian Gonzalez. Cristian Arias. Brandon Rodriguez. Alexander Gonzalez. Sarah Martinez. Khadijatu Cham. Thea Torres Burnett. Sabikunahar Begum. Betsaida Perez. Christine McCarty. Jasmine Livingston. Salvador Jimenez. Jeremiah Bain. Mariel Gutierrez. Stephanie Marie Scanterbury. Gabrina Angus. Dante Biggers. Laquan Fillmore. Mikhail Vivin. Eliasin Mejia Alejandro. Jane Bienami. Lillian Fetting. Evelyn Halpert. Davian Roman. Victor Garcia. Tiana Gillespie. The following students will be receiving the Associate in Arts for Urban Studies. For Science, the following students will be receiving the Associate in Science for Science. Apologies. Alexis Dorval. David Lamb. Nadia Nazrin. Nicole Mesquita. Josue Pacheco. Julimi Lisbeth Lopez. The following students will be receiving the Associate in Arts for Urban Studies. Samantha Ruiz Correa. Melody Mesa Castro. Joshua Rodriguez. Miguel Paulino Rosario. Panta Niangadu. Maricela Juarez Galindo. Jordan Jeffrey. Amir Smith.
They're the ones. They were going all over, and I thought, let me just get them from them.
Hello, hello. Congratulations again to our graduates. Very exciting. All right. To close our program, I would like to please welcome the President and CEO of Phi Theta Kappa Honor Society, Dr. Lynn Titcher Ladder, who is here to provide today's closing remarks. Thank you.
Definitely a lot of blood, sweat, and tears, more sweat than anything else today. I just want to leave you with one final thought. For all of you, community college was a smart choice. The nation's community colleges are not just affordable, they are also quality places of learning and opportunity, especially this one. And you are all evidence of that. Of all the bachelor's degrees in the entire United States, 49% of those come from community college transfers. From this point forward, you are alumni of Guttman. Be as proud of that as we are of you. And I want you to tell others about the opportunities you will find here, the quality learning here, and the amount of attention that your instructors gave to you. Tell them that Guttman was a smart choice for you. Congratulations again, and thank you.
All right, we have reached the end. Amen. All right, so we have reached the end. So graduates, I just want to leave you with one thing, and that's just the way you came. Life without purpose is barren indeed. There can't be a harvest unless you plant a seed. There can't be attainment unless there's a goal, but man's but a robot unless there's a soul. If you send no ships out, No ships can come in unless there's a contest. Nobody can win, for games can't be won unless they're played, and prayers can't be answered unless they're prayed. Know that for you, the very best is still yet to come. So, Lori, Professor Ungamar, please welcome back to the podium to close out the program.
Gotcha.
Students, families, and esteemed guests, congratulations! The 2024 commencement exercises of Stella and Charles Guttman Community College are now concluded. Our recessional will begin with the stage party. We ask our graduates to remain in their seats. I'm sorry, I know you're in the sun, just a few more minutes. Until they are escorted out by their marshals. Families and friends, please remain until all students have exited. After that, please feel free to stay in Bryant Park for photos and to visit. And please visit any Bryant Park vendors before your departure. Thank you for coming today.